It's the Score North Twin Show.
Score North Twin Show. Extra innings. That one stinks. That one hurts. There's been a lot of that one hurts type of losses for the Twins over the last month plus. That one hurts. If you can hear a dog ruffling through the pillows, that's Vinny. He's trying to get comfortable. I'm also trying to get comfortable here. Hit the like button, subscribe button on the Score North Twin Show. Twins fall in extra innings to the Cleveland Guardians. They had a 2-run lead. They get the Manfred man home. Carlos Correa delivers a clutch 2-run hit with the bases juiced. However, I know Ronny Henriquez is the man who was asked to close the bottom inning. And Ronny, who I praised on this show on Tuesday, yesterday's show, you're out of options. The Twins bullpen, that is. Got to turn to someone. And it's Ronny. And poor Ronny can't get it done. Guardians win. Deliver a gut punch to the Twins. Get to celebrate in front of them because I believe Cleveland just clinched a playoff spot as well. So the Minnesota Twins are now just a half game up, most likely. I am recording this in the middle of the Royals and Tigers, and if crazier things can happen in other baseball games, it could still happen in KC, but the Tigers have Skubal on the mound. If they hold on to their lead, the Twins will just have a half-game lead on that final wild card spot, so a disastrous loss for multiple reasons. Stop licking your paw, please. But if the Twins had won this game, it would have felt good, right? It was a high-wired act. It was a playoff feel to this game. And for the Twins who are clinging to dear life for the final wild card spot with the Tigers on their heels, Boston also won today. If they would have been able to at least keep pace and keep the 1.5 game lead ahead of them, you would have felt pretty good about it. And it would have just been an impressive win to get that style of win at Progressive Field against a Cleveland team who's going to the playoffs, likely going to clinch a division here shortly as well. But instead, the Twins continue to leave men on base. I believe 24 men left on in these 3 games. 24. I was tweeting out the Bernie Sanders meme of I am once again asking the Twins to please drive in a run. The Twins struggled with runners in scoring position all game. And unfortunately, they waste a masterful start from Bailey Ober. Yes, I see the comments here. 24 left on between the first 3 games of this series here for the Twins and Guards. So a huge missed opportunity game. These were all tight games. They still have to play one more, by the way, against Cleveland. They can still split this series against the Guardians for the final game against these 2 teams in the regular season. But 24 left on for the Twins, and if you can't drive in runs, it's gonna result in a pretty poor time. Bailey Ober gave them everything you wanted for, man. Look, Bo Naylor is an absolute stud. Or do I have it confused? So Josh Naylor, sorry, Bo's brother. Josh Naylor hits the 2 home runs against him. Outside of that, Ober was damn near perfect, dude. A career-high 13 strikeouts. Look this up, too. The Twins are now 15-14, just 1 game over 500 in starts made by Bailey Ober this year, which is a damn shame because as of right now, the Twins have to win every start when Bailey and Pablo touch the rubber, especially lately. They are 0-2 for that in the last 48 hours. They lost the game that Pablo started Monday. They lost the game that Ober started today. And now as I take a sip here to try to process that, they waste a masterful start from Bailey Ober, who set a career high with 13 strikeouts today. And unfortunately, the Twins now just have a half-game lead. It stinks. This is a stinger. They have been limping their way over the last month plus, trying to figure out ways to win games, and they have figured out ways to lose them. That is for sure. Baltimore, by the way, who hasn't been playing good ball at all, they're down to the Giants right now. They're about to lose their 9th of their last 12 games. Like, they've been playing bad too. A lot of teams are playing bad, but the Tigers are coming. Seattle and the Yankees are about to play. And there's a reason why a lot of national pundits believe that the Detroit Tigers or the Seattle Mariners, if they got there, have a better chance of actually making some hay in a wild card series, because the Twins effectively have 2 good starters on their team. And even with Carlos Correa, who drove in all the runs, by the way, today. Carlos Correa, who's on 1 foot, he's in an excruciating amount of pain, is driving in all of the runs. He's worth every penny. He's an alpha. He's a captain. He's doing it all by himself. No rehab assignment. And he comes in here, drives in all the runs. The rest of this Twins team can't drive in a single GD run. And yes, I know it's very easy to point the blame at Ronny. He deserves a chunk of pie on the pie chart of blame. But someone had to get 3 outs. And if Ronny was able to do that, you take it and you run. Just why? Why can't this team figure out a way to close out these games? And sometimes they set themselves up for failure. It felt like that happened again here today for a collective amount of reasons. And unfortunately, the Twins just are tumbling, absolutely tumbling here after being 17 games over 500 a month ago. And unfortunately, now here they are just a half game up with, I believe, 10 games to play, 9 games to play for the Twins. They have 3 more against Boston. They have 3 against Miami. They have 10 games left. Because they have 1 more here against Cleveland. So 10 games left. Twins' magic number, I believe, remains at 9. So they're going to really need some help. Detroit also, I believe, gets Chicago near the end. So my whole plan of can you wrap up a playoff series or clinch a playoff series by the time Baltimore trots to town 9 days from now just became even incredibly more difficult and very much more unlikely. The wild card series would begin on a Tuesday, and Pablo and Bailey would likely have to maybe start that Friday. If the entire rotation is set up the way it is right now, Pablo Lopez would start that Friday game against Baltimore if the Twins obviously had not clinched a playoff spot. Now, I would assume if they were able to clinch that Friday, like Bailey would start Tuesday of a playoff series, and Lopez could start Wednesday. But those luxuries, those fun things we have talked about all season long about the Twins being in the playoffs are now completely on life support. So that's fun. That's an awesome spot to be in if you're a Twins fan right now. There's almost 200 people watching this, by the way, so thank you. Hit the like button, subscribe button. If you like pent-up Twins frustration, if you're a Twins fan who is also sad and just depressed over this, this is a place for you. I've been covering this team all season. It's been a blast. Right now it stinks, I get that, but this has been a lot of fun, so if this is a spot you're discovering for the first time, thank you for subscribing to the Score North Twins Show. Hit it if you haven't. But now the Twins will have to close out Cleveland tomorrow. They'll have to go to Boston for 3 games, who hung on by their chinny chin chins against Tampa Bay this evening in Tampa. And now the Twins will have to try to settle for a split and go to Boston and pray for the best. This stings, guys. It absolutely stings. So we'll see what happens with the Twins. We had no Trevor Plouffe this week. He was doing some business stuff, so that's why we didn't have Plouffe on. But we will have Mackie, Judd, and myself. We'll do a Twin show tomorrow. So that'll be a fun time as we try to process what the hell's going on here. Both Mackie and Judd are obviously on the fence if this team is going to make the playoffs. I understand that. As of yesterday, I said yes. I know some fans are asking for vent line. I'm sorry. When it's a one-man show like this, your boy is a very technical and utility player when it comes to production. I unfortunately can't make vent line happen tonight, but I do appreciate you guys stinking in here, popping up in the comments. I love it. Thank you so much. No vent line tonight. Mackie, Judd, and myself will have some episodes, or have an episode tomorrow. I wanted to hop on here throughout this entire Cleveland series because I knew these were going to be big games, and regardless of the outcomes, this has absolutely happened. So I'm glad I was able to at least provide some therapy and some listening and watching for you guys here on the Score North Twin Show. But Mackie, Judd, and myself will have that. We'll have a random twin of the week also tomorrow. I'll have a little bit of a little game to distract us from the ball field and what's been taking place on the Twins over this series in Cleveland and just over the last month. So that's cool. But just a brutal way to lose a game. An absolute brutal way. Not fun, guys. Not fun at all, guys and gals. This is the Score North Twins Show. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys watching and being frustrated and being pent up. Love all the comments here in the YouTube section. Seriously, guys, I get it. I would love to do some vent line. Not in the cards tonight, but thank you so much for listening and for watching. This is the Score North Twins Show. Hit the like button, subscribe button. More stuff tomorrow on Extra Innings. You can expect extra innings from every home game. I'll be there in Miami. I will be there against Baltimore next week when the Twins are hopefully still fighting for their playoff lives. We'll see what happens. Talk at you guys soon.